hands-free. This is beautiful. Thank you so much to my distinguished colleagues for all the fantastic words you've shared of hope and of peace. And I dedicate that story that we may take this all to heart for the sake of all people. So this story is called The Great Debate. And it's based on Midrash Tehillim. So Midrash are the stories and the explications that bring the old text to life, make it relevant right here, right now. And Tehillim, you may know as Psalms, the writings of King David. And I'm going to just paraphrase this line. It says, "Who desires life, who loves days of seeing good, one who guards their tongue." There's two words in the beginning of the sentence in Hebrew, chofetz chaim, desires life. And there's a rabbi who took on that name. He became the Chofetz Chaim because he wrote a book called the Chofetz Chaim. And he's so famous for this book. It's about shmirat halashon, shmiras halashon, guarding the tongue. And he believed, and many do, I do, that it's our words that cause these problems in the world. We even think our temples were destroyed because we were dissing each other. You know, I mean, maybe the Romans and the Babylonians carried out the dastardly deed, but we were dissing each other. And if you think this means we should be kind only to our own people, the Chofetz Chaim said all people are created in the image of God, and therefore all people deserve our respect. So this story is collected by Penina Shram, a marvelous Jewish-American storyteller. You can see it written in her book, Jewish Stories, One Generation Tells Another. And if you Google search, you'll see her telling this on YouTube with lots of flair. This is my version. So the parts of the body were having an argument, you know, and I'm going to get you to call out the names of these parts as I point them out, because, you know, you may not realize this, but later you're going to be singing. So this is practice by speaking together. So there were the eyes, good, and there were the ears, and the hands, and the feet, and the tongue. So the eyes were extolling their virtues to show how powerful they were. So let's hear it from you. What do eyes do for us?
They see.
They see, and what do they see?
Beauty.
Beauty, yeah. People, so much. How about the ears?
Hear.
And what do they hear?
Music.
Music, wind, ocean. Oh. And how about the hands? They touch, they caress. Some of us even speak with our hands. How about the feet? Basic mobility and all the way to dancing. Now, the tongue is bringing you the story, of course, but no one was paying any attention to the tongue. They were saying, look, tongue, there's only one of you. And look, there's two of each of us. So right there, we're better than you by sheer numbers. They're just going to turn their backs on the tongue. So the tongue said, and this is your part, repeat after me, wait, just you wait.
Wait, just you wait.
You got it, okay. This story comes from Persia. There was a king of Persia who was quite ill. And he called in his greatest physicians, and they all came to the same conclusion. They said, "Oh, king, you do have a life-threatening disease, and there is only one cure. And unfortunately, it's impossible to obtain. You must drink the milk of a living, aware lioness." Oi, Gewalt. I mean, you know, maybe if they could kill the lion or tranquilize it, if they had such things in those days, they could collect the milk. But how could you get it from a living lioness? If you tried to approach her when she's got her cubs, she would eat you alive. But the king figured, I gotta try, he had hope. So he put out a call to all his kingdom, and he said, whoever can bring me the milk of a living, aware lioness will receive a great reward. Well, he was a greatly loved king, and I'm sure a few brave but foolish souls lost their lives over this one. But there was one young man who was brave and highly intelligent. He loved the king and his kingdom, and he was willing to risk everything for the sake of his kingdom and his king. So he went off to find the lioness. And when he saw her, do you know what he did?
Sculpture her?
Good guess, but
He sang.
good guess again from the choir. Very close to it. No, he did absolutely nothing.
Wow.
He prayed, and he received guidance. And then he went, and he got a plan. He went and he got some meat from a freshly killed goat. Vegans among you, I'm sorry how they did things in the day. So he got this piece of meat, and he threw it to the lioness from a great distance. He had a really good throwing arm. And she was quite happy to receive it. Do we have any current or former nursing moms here? Yeah. You get food, it's like someone cooking for you or ordering pizza. This is all right. And the next day he does the same thing, only a little closer. He throws the meat a little closer. Next day a little closer, a little closer, a little closer, until he is feeding the lioness from his hand. And then he hears her purr. Can I have some appreciative purrs? So he knows, oh yeah, she's accepted him. So he bends down and very gently milks the lioness into a jug and then carries that jug back to the palace. Well, that great debate ensued again. Remember that one? Parts of the body are sure that they have helped the young man the most. The eye said, well, look, we saw the lioness and guided the young man there, and now we're guiding him back to the palace. But the ear said, yeah, but we're the ones who heard the lioness purr, which let the young man know she was safe to approach. And the hand said, yeah, but who was actually milking the lioness, and carrying the milk back without spilling a drop, mind you? The feet said, you got it right there. We carried everyone there and back again. But nobody was listening to the tongue. The tongue tried to get a word in edgewise, and they didn't care. So the tongue said, under its breath,
Wait, just you wait.
So there's the young man, and he gets to the king, and he's offering this gift. He says, oh, king, I brought you this tremendous gift. It's going to cure you if you drink it, please. I have brought you the milk of a living, aware dog. Oh, the king was incensed. He said, how dare you speak to me that way? Take this young man away and hang him from the highest scaffold so his tongue hangs out. Parts of the body were so upset, they were so frightened. They said, tongue, what have you done? The tongue said, don't you see? What it took you days to achieve, I was able to destroy with one word in one instant. All right, tongue, receive, but do something, save us. I'll save you all right, but you must all admit that I am the most powerful. Well, it took the parts of the body no time to reach consensus over this one. Oh yeah, tongue, you're powerful, now go for it, save us, do something. So the young man turned back to the king and said, oh king, forgive me. In my great excitement, I misspoke. It really is the milk of a living, aware lioness I have brought you. Drink this great elixir, O king, and be healed and live. My life is in your hands. Well, something in the way this young man spoke convinced the king he was telling the truth. Words from the heart, they go to the heart. And so the king, he took that milk and he drank it. And he was healed. Oh, great was the reward this young man received for saving the king. But greater still was the reward received by the tongue when all the parts of the body freely admitted that it was the most powerful to do good as well as, heaven forbid, to do harm. And so may each one of us use our tongues, this great gift we have, to encourage each other and build up the world. Heal the world with your words. And don't, heaven forbid, bring harm. Thank you.